Friday Eve, everybody. Isn't it the most magical night of the year? I can feel it. Here on display, we like to celebrate by gathering all together, decorating cookies, internet cookies, and watching old family videos like Display Fest performances. I am your ho-ho host, Sarah Claus, and if you're good at trivia, that is, I am going to gift you some presents in the form of cold, hard cash. We'll find out just in a moment exactly how much by spinning this wheel, but first, I gotta check to see who's hanging in the chat. So throw me some emojis, tell me where you're watching from, let me know who's hanging around for this wonderful Friday Eve celebration where, a lot of you could be a whole lot richer in just a couple of minutes. I see Takion is back, my fave. Who wants a shout out? This is your opportunity to be famous. Yes, China Thug in the house from Canada. What's going on? Rialta says Friday Eve. Yes, can you feel it? It's electric, it's generous, it's all the good things that we associate with, an Eve and a Friday and a Christmas, if you will. Hello, Pawtucket, welcome, first time shout out. We're so happy to have you. Oh, hello, Angel's Dream. Yes, from the Philippines, I love that. Salut Khan, we've got love from India. It is a global, international audience tonight. Abby Rocks, welcome from India. We've got Melanie01 from Korea. Whoo! We are really having such a festive celebration and I'm loving it. All right, so if you're a first timer, don't worry, I've got you covered. Let me tell you how this is gonna work. In just a few moments, we're gonna play trivia, but first, we have to find out exactly how much we're playing for. So, check this out. We've got the wheel. I'm gonna spin it. As you can see, there's $1,000 slots, $2,500 slots, $5,000 slots, and of course, the question mark slot. Now, if we land on a question mark, and only if, you will vote to determine the value of the question mark, which is up to $10,000. Here's how. I've got 4 envelopes. You're going to vote, and again, that's only if. So, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's spin the wheel. Throw your guesses in the chat. Let's do this. Woo! We deserve big money. Hey, Friday's payday, right? It's tomorrow, but right? Can't it come a day early? Let's see. Ooh. And we're playing for $1,000. Let's do a little dance. Make a little coin and get down tonight. Woo! All right, but first some rules. So, 10 questions are going to pop up on your screen, so make sure you're holding those phones vertically and you've got a strong internet connection. You will have 10 seconds to pick your answer and choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you will no longer be eligible for the cash prize, but stay in the game because you can keep playing along for fun. And you feel the energy, it is fun. This is a group effort. Now, if you get them all right, you win a piece of that prize, that $1,000 that we just spun for. And don't forget, we do this every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, so plenty of chances to win here. Aside from that, you also have plenty of opportunities to earn money here on display just by posting, because we pay creators for their content. So definitely make sure that you're getting engaged on this app outside of the trivia. But as for the trivia, let's kick it off with the practice question, shall we? Tell me, what's your favorite dessert? Ice cream, cake, cookies, fruit, or other? It is a holiday after all, right? We gotta celebrate with some dessert. I mean, this is one of my all-time favorite dinner conversation topics. At a loss for what to talk about at your in-laws? Dessert. Actually, the answer to anything in life is dessert. So, if you struggle with a question in this quiz, you already know, right? Chocolate mousse? Check. Key lime pie? Check. Carrot cake? Check. I will take one of each, please. And honestly, guys, fruit doesn't count, okay? Who chose fruit? 9% of you chose fruit. It's okay, I'm not judging. You do you, boo. All right. You all ready to do this? I think you are. It's trivia time. Here we go. Question 1. Which of the following is a reptile with no limbs? Alligator, turtle, snake. Which of the following is a reptile with no limbs? Alligator, turtle, snake. All of these make absolutely perfect pets. No fur to be allergic to. They're cold-blooded, which means they need you to snuggle up with at the end of the night, right? And for some, if you run out of food, you can just literally feed them yourself. Yes, that works as a meal for some. I had a turtle growing up. His name was Yertle. 96% of you got this answer was snake, and you're slithering your way into question 2. The human body part that connects the throat to the stomach is called what? Lung, elbow, esophagus. The human body part that connects the throat to the stomach is called what? Lung, elbow, esophagus. Do you remember that song? The things are connected to the things in the body. Or even head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Do any of those help here? I don't know. The human anatomy. Rich with secrets and secretions, for that matter. Did you ever think about the fact that your body is like basically a machine that makes waste and other humans? Right? A little gross, but also like pretty exciting stuff. Another thing that's exciting, 96% of you correctly connecting the dots with esophagus. I hope you can swallow this, but you're moving on to question 3. Finish this common phrase. The ends justify the starts. The ends justify the means. The ends justify the outs. Finish this common phrase. The ends justify the starts. The ends justify the means. The ends justify the outs. The ends justifies the what? Are we talking about burnt ends here? Because man, oh man, can I go for a barbecue right now. Burnt ends and ribs and pork belly, oh my. Anyone in the US cooking out this weekend for the 4th? I mean, I'm just making sure that my invite didn't get lost in the mail. Yeah, and speaking of the 4th, that question is actually coming up next. But right after that, I inform you that 95% of you means to continue in this quiz. Here it is, Q4. All of the following are Disney characters based on Hans Christian Andersen characters except Ariel, Rapunzel, Elsa. All of the following are Disney characters based on Hans Christian Andersen characters except Ariel, Rapunzel, Elsa. I hope he's collecting residuals and royalties on all of those. Is that a thing? Hans Christian Andersen, the Danish author who gave us stories, says The Snow Queen and The Little Mermaid. Danish author. I didn't know pastries could be prolific writers, but cool. Any stories by Blueberry Scones? I would love to check those out sometime. 74% of you know. I'm just telling tales over here. Rapunzel is the only story Disney didn't borrow from Hans. What a feat if you got this right. One step closer to your happy ending in question 5. John Mellencamp wrote a little ditty about which couple? Bonnie and Clyde, Jack and Diane, Romeo and Juliet. John Mellencamp wrote a little ditty about which couple? Bonnie and Clyde, Jack and Diane, Romeo and Juliet. These are some straight up power couples. Couple goals for real. Other power couples, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Ross and Rachel, SpongeBob and Patrick, Peanut Butter and Jelly. I think we're getting the point here, no? But which ones did Mr. Cougar Mellencamp immortalize in his hit song? Jack and Diane, and 93% of you powering up into question 6. All of the following are ways to describe someone from the country with the second largest economy in South America except Argentine, Argentinian, Argentese. All of the following are ways to describe someone from the country with the second largest economy in South America except Argentine, Argentinian, Argentese. Don't cry for me, Argentina. I know you got this. Other things that can be described as such, we've got tango, we've got steak, so much steak, gauchos, The list goes on and on and on. The capital of this great nation is Buenos Aires. And which of you are making some capital gains tonight? I mean, that would be 83% of you. Arriba! Moving on up to question 7. Captain Ahab is a character in a novel by an author from which country? The US, England, Australia. Captain Ahab is a character in a novel by an author from which country? The US, England, Australia. This book, by the way, is thick. That's THICC, thick. Like, this novel is ready for hot girl summer thick. Catching my drift? Are you riding this wave tonight? Captain Ahab sure was on his quest to capture which creature? Well, hold on to your test, because this character was searching for the great white whale, Moby Dick. 84% of you literary buffs correctly placed Herman Melville as an American author. Starting a fresh chapter in question 8. Select the answer with the correctly ordered numbers in various languages. Do, tien, ek, eins, zwei, drei, dul, hana, set. Select the answer with the correctly ordered numbers in various languages. Do, tien, ek, eins, zwei, drei, dul, hana, set. This one's tough to display bees. As tough as it was for me to say them, but I know I can always count on you. In English, that is. English is my native language. And I took Japanese growing up, so konnichiwa. So I can count in 2 languages for sure, and maybe Spanish. But if I were you all, I'd be counting my lucky stars if I got this one right. Count them up, because 89% of you got the only numbers correctly ordered were the ones in German, while the Hindi and the Korean got a little out of whack. Eins, zwei, drei, willkommen to question 9. This internet term, used to describe a collaboratively edited website, comes from the language native to an island with this capital city: Manila, Honolulu, Victoria. This internet term used to describe a collaboratively edited website comes from the language native to an island with this capital city: Manila, Honolulu, Victoria. Ooh, tricky, tangled question. Yes, Bumble is technically collaborative since it takes 2 to tango, but that's not the answer we're looking for here. In this question, we're talking about sites that are edited by their user base. Some of these end in pedia, leaks, feet, just to give you a little tiny hint. You know that site your teachers told you to never use for research in school, but you did it anyway? It's okay, I did too. 72% of you might be on it right now, or you're just a brainy bunch. Wikis are sites managed by users, and the word wiki comes from Hawaiian for speedy or quick. And chop chop, let's hurry, because we're on to the final question of the night. Here it is, Q10. This artist, most famous for his water lily paintings, died in the same decade that which of the following people was born? Hugh Hefner, Neil Armstrong, Mother Teresa. This artist, most famous for his water lily paintings, died in the same decade that which of the following people was born? Hugh Hefner, Neil Armstrong, Mother Teresa. The way you have all played this game tonight, artful. If we could hang all you display bees up in a gallery, we would. But there's probably some legal stuff around that, so we're not. But I'm just saying, like, as a gesture, we would. You know what? Never mind. I'm just going to go ahead and say, what? Wow! 82% of you might have known that French impressionist Claude Monet died in the 1920s. And which of these figures was born around that time? None other than Playboy himself, Hugh Hefner. Ha! Well, y'all, you came, you played, you displayed your knowledge, and you slayed. So yeah, you're getting paid, baby. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern with a fresh set of questions and a stack of cash. Plus every weeknight from here on out, same time, same place. Who's still with me here? How'd y'all do? Let's give a little credit where credit is due. Throw those scores in the chat.